Hey guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a makeup declutter. I don't have the biggest makeup collection, but I do have products in my collection that I've had for years. And I just feel like it's time to get rid of those products, you know, to prepare space for the new products that I'm about to purchase. So if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I think it's time for another giveaway because I have some products that I've been holding on to from like my BoxyCharm that I want to give to you guys. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video for that. So yeah, if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video. And follow me on Instagram. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright y'all, so I'm going to start with my foundation. First of all, I store all of my makeup in this IKEA dupe drawer. I got this one from Michael's. I'm going to start with my foundations, and everything that I'm going to throw out, I'm just going to drop in this bag right here. And the first foundation that I'm getting rid of is this ColourPop No Filter foundation. You guys, I've had this foundation since it just came out, like 2018 or 2017, but it's really old. I haven't used this foundation in a really long time. I think I really liked it when it just came out, but I just didn't use it. I tried other things that I liked and I haven't used it, and I'm pretty sure this is expired, so I'm just going to toss this one right here. The next thing that I have isn't a foundation, but it's also from ColourPop, their sister brand. This is from Soul. This is one of their body shimmers. You guys, I hate this product so much. I tried it first and I don't know, I liked it, but then throughout the day it's really sticky. Like after a couple hours it was really sticky on my skin, and as much as it gives you that really nice glow, it was just too sticky after a couple of hours. So I think I'm going to part ways with this. This was actually one of my first products from Soul, and because it didn't work out for me, I ended up not buying anything from Soul again, but I'll probably try them sooner or later. But this has got to go. I have this NYX foundation. This is really old, you guys. When I say old, this is very old. I think I'm going to toss this as well. I don't remember where I got this from or how long I've had this, but I know it's pretty old. I probably used this once. I know the shade doesn't work for me, and I'm just gonna toss it because I know I will not use this. You know, when you have things that work for you, you won't pull for things like this, you know. And I have my NYX Born to Glow foundation, this one that I love. I'm almost done with this one, so I don't think I need this. Oh my god, another foundation that I need to get rid of is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. You guys, this is a OG. I think this is probably like my third bottle of this foundation. For the longest, this was That Girl in the shade NW46. I think every black girl was NW46 or NW45 at some point. And I think it's time to part ways with this foundation. I used it last year and it didn't break me out or anything. I think I used it in a try an old makeup video and it didn't break me out or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's expired, so I won't risk it to use it again. And I just don't reach for this, honestly. Not that it's not a foundation that I like, but I'd probably like get a different bottle because I'm pretty sure this is expired. And y'all, the smell of this foundation, oh my god, it's something else. But yeah, I'm getting rid of this one right here. And oh yeah, Too Faced. I think this is empty. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, the original Born This Way foundation. This one is in the shade Spiced Rum. I think this is actually empty. Yeah, I think this is empty, so I'm going to toss this. Yeah, there's barely anything coming out, and I'm going to hold on to the shade Chai. So I used to use Spiced Rum and it wasn't my shade, so I ended up getting Chai, but I used to mix spiced rum with something else, so I'm going to toss this and hold on to Chai. Next up is my Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I have this in the shade 200 Kenya. The reason why I'm tossing this is because I've had this for a while, one, and two, this is not my shade at all. It's really dark, so whenever I use this foundation, I have to mix it with something else. And I feel like Juvia's Place, every week they have a sale, so it's super easy. It's already inexpensive, so it's super easy to repurchase this foundation. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to repurchase it in my shade, and I just feel like because it's not my shade and I have to mix it with something, and it's really dark, so I have to do a lot of mixing, I don't draw for it as much. So I'm going to toss this and just repurchase a new one of this foundation. I think that is all I'm getting rid of from my foundations. Everything else is pretty much new. The only lies, I'm going to toss this Fenty Beauty matchstick. This is in the shade Latte, y'all. I think I've used this maybe like twice, and I just don't like it. I prefer the other concealers from Fenty. This is just not the creamiest. Whenever I use the espresso to like contour, you warm it up on the back of your hand and then apply it to your face. But for your under eyes, I feel like this is just not it for my under eyes. I just held on to it for whatever reason, I don't know, because I think I bought it in a pair, both of them together. So I think I'm going to toss it. It's time to let go of this product right here. So I'm tossing this. Y'all, I'm going to toss this Fenty Beauty Pro filter in the shade 430. Not that I don't like it, this is just empty and I didn't realize. I have it in two shades. I have 430 and I also have the shade 420. So I'm going to repurchase 430 because I had 430 before I got 420, and I like mixing like 430 from this one with 420 from the hydrating. I just like mixing the Fenty foundations, but this is empty and I didn't even realize it. So I'm going to get rid of this one right here and repurchase a new one. But this is everything that I'm keeping for my foundations. I got rid of what I did not need, honestly. So yeah, that's it. All right, y'all, so moving on to all my powders. This drawer, I know I'm going to get rid of a bit of products from this drawer. The first thing that I'm getting rid of is this Clinique pressed powder. You guys, this was one of my first like makeup products. I've had this for years. This was actually a gift from one of my cousins, and I've had this for like years. When I say years, I mean like maybe 2012, and I've held on to it for years just because, you know, it was a first. So you know what, I'm not gonna toss this because I've had it for years and it just means something. I never use it, but as I said, it's one of my first makeup products, so I'm definitely going to hold on to this. I'm not gonna toss it, but I'm not gonna use it. Alright, y'all, this is Juvia's Place powder. If you saw my full face of Juvia's Place, then you know this is probably the only Juvia's Place product I will tell you 100% I don't recommend. I don't like it. It did not work out for me. If it did for you, let me know. But this, I used it in that video and all of my makeup just started lifting. Everything started separating. And then when I used a different powder, like everything was fine. So I know it was this, and this was the only thing that I think I didn't try. I don't remember. I didn't try. I was trying for the first time. I don't remember, but it just did not work for me. This has got to go. It is pretty new that I used it once and I never tried it again. So I'm not going to toss it. I'm going to probably donate it and somebody else can get it or something. I'm not going to put this in a giveaway because I don't want to give you guys my products that I already used. I'll probably donate it to a shelter or something. So, but this got to go. Another powder that I'm getting rid of is the Airspun powder. A lot of people did not like this, but I liked it back when it was popular. I didn't use it to bake. I just used it to like set, and it didn't give me flashback or anything like that, but I really liked it. I just don't use it anymore because of the smell, but I think I'm still going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to my ColourPop No Filter setting powder. This is actually a pretty good setting powder from ColourPop, so I'm going to hold on to this one. I am, however, going to get rid of my Sasha Buttercup. You guys, I think it's time. I've had this for years. This was, no lie, this is probably my second setting powder. Before this, it was Ben Nye banana powder, and then I got Sasha. I've had this for years. You guys, this is yellow. I will not use this ever again. I've had this probably since 2015 or 16, so it's really old. One, and two, it's it's not the banana that we're hitting for these days. You know, it's a little bit too yellow for my liking, and I'm sure it's expired, so I'm going to get rid of this. I know I said I was going to hold on to the Airspun, but I think I'm going to get rid of it because honestly I don't use this powder anymore, being 100% honest, and it's old. I don't think it's expired, but probably it's close to being expired. So if I don't throw it out now, I know probably towards the end of the year I'll definitely throw it out. So I'm not gonna hold on to this, so I'm gonna toss this one. Y'all, another powder that I'm getting rid of is this e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. The thing with this powder is I thought it was a setting powder, but this has like shimmers in it. You can't see it, but like when you apply it under your eye, it looks like a highlighter, but not that beaming where I could use it as a highlighter. It's a setting powder with glow in it, and it's just not what I look for in a setting powder, and I cannot use it as a highlighter, as I said before. So I'm just not gonna hold on to this, honestly. It's just not that girl. This is another one of those that I haven't used since that full face of e.l.f. video. So what I'm going to do with this one is add it to the pile with the Juvia's Place, because I know it's not expired, it is pretty new, and this is going in the I'm gonna donate pile. I have this Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I love this powder so much. This is in the shade 56. I do use this shade like during the winter, but most of the times I still use the shade 60 Deep because it still works for me during the winter. So I don't need two shades, so I'm just going to give this to my friend and not hold on to it. I didn't use this for long before I got the shade 60. It's not big of a jump, so as I said, you don't need both. So yeah, so this is 60, this is 56. So I'm just going to pass this off to my friend and keep the shade 60. All right, also for concealers, I keep them in this little spin thingy right here. I don't have a lot of concealers, and I try to finish up products before I pick anything new, so I don't have much to throw out. But I have these two ColourPop concealers. This is another one of those, the no filter concealers. This came out with those ColourPop foundation, and I think it's time to let them go. This is the first ColourPop concealers. If you know these concealers, then you know. I have it in the shade dark 48 and dark 54. It's time for these to go. Like, I've used quite a bit of product, but as I said, this came out with the foundation in probably 2018 or 2017. So I've had these for a long time, so it's time for them to go. Yeah. Even though that shade is really nice, but as I said, I think it's expired, so I'm going to toss these. I also have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. These are pretty good. When I say this was my favorite concealer for a long time before I discovered the L'Oreal Full Wear, I used to love this concealer so much. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of this concealer. I'm going to toss the ones that are old. This is unopened, so I'm going to keep this one. This is in the shade C13. I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to keep one of these C12s, whichever looks like it's new. Yeah, so I'm going to toss these two, and I'm going to hold on to this one because this is unopened, and I'm just going to keep this one because I don't think this is really old. I don't remember, but I'm going to hold on to this because I like mixing C13 with C12. This was before C13.5 or 12.5 came out. I used to buy these a lot. Because I was in Jamaica at the time, I used to like bulk buy a lot of my favorite products, and this was one of them. So I'm going to hold on to these two because I'm sure they're not expired. And I have another one of the ColourPop concealers. This is the shade Dark 52. So I had 3 of these. 1, 2. Yeah, so I have 3 of the ColourPop concealers. So I have dark 48, dark 52, and dark 54. So I'm tossing all 3 because I'm 100% sure these are expired. And I think that is it for concealers. Everything else is pretty much new, and concealers that I actually like and concealers that I actually use. So I'm definitely going to hold on to everything else. And I have space now, more space for more new concealers. All right, so this is my blush, highlighter, and primers and setting spray drawers. When it comes down to primers, I don't have more than like 2 primers in my collection, maybe 3, because I like to finish products before I use a new one, and that's just how I feel about primers. And when I find a primer that I really like, I tend to always ride that wave. I've been using the Fenty Hydrating Primer for a really long time. So let's go through the highlighters. All right, so I have the OG Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. You guys, I used to love this so much. It is so creamy, but I'm sure this on my skin is just calling Ashy 101. But I'm probably gonna hold on to this because it's a staple. I don't know, I think I can toss this. Yeah, I think I can definitely toss it. It's really old, but with highlighters, I don't get fussy about it being expired, but I just don't feel like I'm ever going to pull for this highlighter again. So I'm going to toss this. This one is one of my favorite highlighters, the NYX High Glass in the shade Golden Hour. Just look at the shade difference. You see, this is the NYX at the top, and that one down there is the Wet n Wild. So you can definitely tell that the Wet n Wild was ashy, so I was walking around with a white streak on my face. So I'm holding on to my NYX. I also have this Becca, I think it's called Endless Bronze and Glow, but I like mix all 3 together, and it gives like a really nice bronzy highlight shade, and I like it. So I'm going to hold on to this, and I don't think Becca is here anymore, so I'm going to hold on to this one time for the one time. I also have this other Becca highlighter. I think this one is called Rose Gold. This was another favorite of mine. This is not as bad as the one from Wet n Wild. I'll hold on to this, and I really like Rose Gold highlighters. This is a beautiful shade, so I'm going to keep that. Which one is this? I think I have another Becca one here. I'm not sure. Oh my god, you guys, this is a mini champagne pop from Becca. This is ashy on your dark skin, but I'm gonna hold on to it because, as I said, Becca is not here anymore, and champagne pop is just that girl. Okay. Alright, so I have this blush from the Makeup Shayla Under Construction collection from ColourPop. I like it, but it looks deep in the pan, but on the skin it just looks too light. And I don't know, I went through a phase where I really loved it, but now it's just really light on my skin. So I'm going to get rid of this because honestly I don't draw for it as much. I tend to go for more peachy plum kind of blushes, and if I do use like a pink blush like this, I mix it with a deeper shade so it shows up on my skin more. So I'm going to toss this one, and I've had this since this collection came out. That's it for my blushes and highlighters. I'm holding on to everything else. I have this mini Laura Mercier primer, which is probably really old, so I'm going to toss that. And I've had this Pretty Fresh spray. I really like this, so I'm not going to toss that. I don't think there's anything else in this drawer that I want to toss, so I'm just going to clean this drawer out. For eyeshadow palettes, I don't have a lot. The first one I'm getting rid of is this Natasha Denona palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm. I'm not going to toss it. I'm just going to donate it. On me, this is very ashy, so I'm not gonna use this palette again, but I am going to donate this one. Y'all, I have my It's My Ray Ray BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette and eyeshadow and face palette. I think I'm going to toss this palette. As much as this was one of my favorite palette, like before the Jackie Aina palette, this was that girl for me. My shade Brownie Bite in here, I think it broke and I used up what was left of it, so I'm going to toss this one right here. Like, you can tell this palette was used, and and abused, so I think it's time to let her go. And if I do go to like TJ Maxx, every now and then you can bump into these eyeshadow palettes. So if I go to TJ Maxx again and I happen to see it, I'll get a fresh one, because I held on to this honestly because not that the shadows are not good, but because of the brownie bag contour shades. So I think I can finally toss this. The next palette that I have is the Amrezy X ABH palette. Y'all, I bought this palette after the Jackie Aina palette. So Jackie Aina was my first ABH palette, and then I got this one thinking that I was going to get the quality that I got from my Jackie Aina palette. Not that these shadows are not good, it's just not hitting the way the Jackie Aina shadows do for me. So since then, I used this palette like 2 or 3 times and I haven't used it since. I'm probably going to clean this off and pass it on to a friend, because I just don't reach for this palette as much. But yeah, it's just not one of my favorites, honestly. Alright y'all, so I have my Morphe 3502 eyeshadow palette. As you can see, I lost a couple of shadows from this palette because of traveling. This is one that I used to always travel with, because look, you can have like a little bit of everything. All of my deep browns, my oranges, just everything that I need. I used to love this palette so much, and the black was really nice from this palette. But as I said, it broke. It's old, so I'm definitely going to be tossing this. I've had this one for years. I'm tossing this because I have the 3503 palette that I really love, and I tend to go for the 3503 more, so I'm definitely going to be tossing this one. I think before this there was a 350 or something like that, I don't remember, but there was one before this and I got that, and then this. And I feel like the 3503 is where it's at now, so I'm going to toss this one. The next palette that I'm going to be tossing is one that I've been holding on to for a really long time. This is the Take Me to Brazil eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics. This is a first for me. This is one of my first like colorful eyeshadow palettes. I love this palette so much. It means a lot to me. But the shadows in here, they work. Like, you can finesse your way with these shadows, but they're not the best. And I just don't reach for this palette, honestly. So I think it's time to like let it go. I've had this palette for like years, and I feel like since then, BH Cosmetics, the quality of their eyeshadow palettes, it's like top tier now. So I'll try other palettes from them, but I feel like it's time to like let go of this one. I was just holding on to it because, as I said, it's a first, so I think it's time to let go. Another one that I have is this Hard Candy eyeshadow palette. I think I got this as a birthday gift. The shadows in here are not my favorite. The shimmers I can work with, but the mattes are just no good. I never reach for this eyeshadow palette, so I'm just going to toss it. I was just holding on to it for the sake of holding on to it. I've had it for a while now, maybe like 2-3 years, at 2 years thereabouts, so I'm going to toss this one. Also, for lip products, I have another one of these spin thingies, and I have this little container here with some lip products. So I'm going to start with the container first. I'm going to toss all of these ABH mini lipsticks. I don't know, not that I can't finesse them, but they are filled with shimmer. I don't reach for them at all. I found them at TJ Maxx, so they're probably expired, honestly, because I've had them for a while and I did find them at TJ Maxx. So I'm going to toss these. I have this Milani lipstick. I've had this for a really long time. It's not matte. I thought it was a matte lipstick, but it's not matte. So I'm going to toss this as well. And I've had it for a really long time. Alright y'all, so that is it for the container. Moving on to the spinny thingy. The first thing I'm getting rid of, these Stila liquid lipsticks. I think I found these at TJ Maxx maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I used to love these, but I feel like they're really expired because I've had them for years. Maybe, as I said, maybe 2 or 3 years. So I'm going to toss this. You guys, I think this is the Ellery X Colourpop lipstick. I'm going to hold on to this. Yes, I don't remember, but I think this is the Ellery X Colourpop lipstick, and I think that's why I still have it. So I'm going to hold on to that. I have the Makeup Shayla X Colourpop gloss. I hardly ever reach for this. It's really sticky, so I'm going to toss this. I have these two liquid lipsticks from ABH. This is in the shade Ashton and this is in the shade Stripped. I think the shade Stripped is fine, but this one I've had for years. It's even changing colors. So I'm going to toss this. Honestly, don't reach for it at all. What is this? Oh, this is my Makeup Shayla lipstick. I haven't used this. I really like this lipstick. I think that is it. Honestly, you guys, that is it. All right, you guys, so that is everything that I'm getting rid of. I think I got rid of quite a bit. I know I said I don't have the biggest makeup collection, but it feels good to just go through and clean out and get rid of the products that I'm not using or just the products that are expired. It just felt good to do this video today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So now for the giveaway, I'll be having 2 giveaway winners for this giveaway. I do have a stash that I've been holding on to, that I've been collecting products from, like my BoxyCharm or just products that I purchased for you guys. So to enter the giveaway, you must be subscribed to my channel. You have to turn your post notifications on, because that way you are notified whenever I upload a video. And on this video, leave a comment anything, but also leave your Instagram handle so that I can contact you if you win the giveaway. And also follow me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle up above so you can run over there, and I will also have my most recent post will have details of the giveaway on my Instagram. Go under that post and tag your friends, and that is it. I will announce the winner of the giveaway on the 1st of July. So good luck, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.